How's it going, guys? This video is going to be about my thoughts on another upcoming fight. The fight is between Conor Benn and Sebastian Formella. This is supposed to be on the undercard of Dillian White's next fight against Alexander Povetkin, which has now been, cancelled due to Povetkin catching the coronavirus. But nonetheless, the card is going to go ahead. I believe they're looking for an opponent to replace Povetkin. So all the fights on the undercard are still on. So yeah, let's talk Conor Benn versus Sebastian Formella. Formella is going to be a big step-up fight for Conor Benn. Conor Benn hasn't really fought anybody so far in his career, and this is going to be a huge step-up fight because Formella, he's fought the likes of Sean Porter in his last fight, where he lost, a unanimous decision, but he was capable and tough enough to go the distance with Sean Porter, who's a very physical and hyper-aggressive opponent. He's also fought a South African boxer, Thulani Thulzimbenge. He won that fight. I think that was a very close, controversial fight, if I remember correctly. I think he got a unanimous decision in that fight, though. He's also fought the likes of Vasquez, and who's a, extremely seasoned veteran in the game. So Formella's the more experienced, more tested of the two fighters. He's been in there with a higher level of competition. Conor Benn, like I say, he hasn't fought anybody. He's mainly fought club fighters, and even in those fights, he's shown that he has a lot of weakness to him. I mean, he's quite easy to hit. He gets into wars in there. I mean, he showed he's very tough, and he has killer instinct and decent punching power. But he seems too easy to hit, and he gets caught up in these fights, and he gets into a tear up in there. But he showed toughness. I mean, and he's a durable fighter. But I think this step up fight might just be a little bit too much for him. I think it'll be a little bit too much too soon for him. But I mean, I like the fight. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I think Conor Benn, he's a more hungry of the two fighters, and he's really going to, push it in there. And he's going to be, in my opinion, the more aggressive of the two fighters. Formella likes to box a bit, and Formella doesn't really have that type of power. Conor Benn's going to be more aggressive. I think he's going to have the bigger punch of the two. And Conor Benn is improving. Each fight he is showing improvements, and he's developing, he's getting better, he's doing some things in that show he's not a stupid fighter. He's doing some technical things in there, and I think he's going in the right direction. But I have a feeling this fight might be a little bit too soon for him in his career, going in against such an experienced, or he's not that experienced, but a guy that, to me, I think is just a little bit too seasoned for him. And he's gonna have seen it already. I mean, Sean Porter tried to rough him up. Sean Porter really didn't rough him up too badly, like we've seen Sean Porter rough up some of his past opponents. To me, I think Conor Benn's not really going to be able to rough him up. We saw Thulani Thulzimbenge, who's pretty good, slick, decent boxer with decent power as well. He couldn't do, he couldn't really hurt Formella. So I don't know if Conor Benn's going to be able to. I think it's a very good fight to have as an undercard fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Formella in this fight. Let me know what you guys think about this fight and who you guys would be picking in this fight. Yeah, tell me in the comments below. Thanks for listening, guys. Cheers.